Neymar is one of the most gifted players to never have won a Balon d'Or. Now 32, coming off an ACL injury and controversially kicked out of the Saudi League, it looks like his story is coming to an end. And that's heartbreaking for fans like me. I remember his Barcelona days where he was pure magic. The media are all saying that Neymar is finished, his legacy has been tarnished, but I still think there's a way we can help save Neymar's legacy. Now for that, he's gonna have to make a monumental comeback, but it could happen at the 2026 World Cup. If Neymar can lead Brazil to World Cup glory, it could cement his place as one of the greats of the game, possibly even winning him a Balon d'Or. Now it's not gonna be so simple, because the ACL injury has taken a toll on Neymar's body, plus he's not played high-level European football in a long time. He's not going to be prepared for the high level at the World Cup, but there's still around 500 days until the World Cup begins. If we can help Neymar make the right decisions, I think we can get him there fully fit with the dream of doing the impossible. Alright guys, we've now gone back in time to when Neymar was still at Al Hilal. He hadn't confirmed his transfer to Santos, because I think we've got to make a different decision for Neymar. Going back to Santos, playing in the Brazilian league, that to the second division, that's not going to get Neymar back to peak fitness. We need to get Neymar back to Europe, and we need to do it fast. Just about 1.5 seasons for us to get Neymar back in a form. And also look at that, boys. Physically, Neymar isn't the same. 68 pace, 56 physicality. I really don't know if he's going to be the same ever again. But the only hope we have is getting him to a European club. But zero clubs from any of the top 5 European leagues are even interested in Neymar. But wait, there is an offer from a Portuguese league club. It's a 6-month loan deal. That would actually make sense, because the Portuguese league has still high level of football. This literally could be what Neymar needs to recover from his ACL injury, get back to playing football, and maybe after this loan deal we can try getting Neymar a big move. The clock is ticking, boys, so we are accepting this contract. Neymar is not going back to Brazilian football. We're gonna bring him back to Europe to save his legacy. And there you go, boys, back in Europe. Neymar's gonna be playing for Braga. Now Braga aren't one of the best teams in the league, but they were the only ones willing to put an offer for Neymar. If Neymar can help Braga climb up the league table, the media might finally stop calling him finished. Also, there's the Europa League, where Braga do have a chance to get into the knockouts. This is exactly what Neymar needs, competitive football at this level. And it's finally time for Neymar's return to European football. But wait, Neymar's not in the starting lineup. He's on the bench. And that's where he stayed for the entire 90 minutes. The Braga manager didn't even look at Neymar to sub him on. Everybody thought he was going to get his debut, but that just didn't happen. Right after the game, Neymar confronted the Braga manager. Boss, I literally came here to play football. How could you bench me for the entire game? I'm sorry, Neymar. I don't think you're part of my plans. The only reason this club has signed you is to sell shirts, but I don't think you've got the fitness to be playing Portuguese league football. I'm also not going to allow you to train with the first team. You're going to be training with the academy boys. I genuinely can't believe this, boys. Neymar is currently in the Braga academy. This is no way to treat him. He's going to be playing alongside 15 and 16-year-olds. Oh, this breaks my heart, boys, seeing Neymar play in the academy team. But wait a minute, guys. He's still got it. Look at the dribbling. Look at the skills. Oh, yeah, he is lacking a bit of pace. Go on, Neymar. Oh, that's a lovely goal. When he's on the ball, he's still got it. Even though physically Neymar's not the same, he's still way better than everyone else on the pitch. But somehow the Braga manager needs to be convinced of this. And thankfully, there were some Brazilians who sneaked in to watch Neymar play. They recorded all the footage and put it up on social media, and people went crazy. Neymar was balling out. The media was asking questions to the Braga manager. Why isn't Neymar starting? And that was enough to get Neymar back into the senior squad. Okay, Neymar, you win, but I'm not gonna instantly make you a starter. You're gonna have to earn it. I'll only be using you as a super sub. If you train hard and perform well, I'll make you a starter. It's happening now, boys. Neymar is finally making his Braga debut. He's been put through the academy to get here. Humiliation. But now this could be the start of redemption for Neymar. Has he got the ability to still play at this level physically? It is looking a bit iffy. But when you've got the talent of Neymar, you can manipulate the ball however you want. He keeps going. Still Neymar. Neymar is back in Europe, scoring in the Europa League. Oh, Neymar once more, but he is lacking a bit of pace, so he's going to use his teammates to link up real nicely. Now, Neymar is still continuing his run. Neymar with a proper chance. Fake shot, and bang, he's done it again. Look at the emotions, boys. This is what Neymar's been saying. During the ACL injury, all he's wanted to do is feel like a footballer, and performing like this in a Europa League game is giving him just that. And this was just the start. The gaffer now had no reason to not start Neymar in every single game. And guess what? Neymar repaid that faith by by scoring in every single game. Not just that, he put in way more effort in training, and the results were there for everyone to see as Neymar was a lot quicker than before. Look at that boy, 76 acceleration and 73 sprint speed. Slowly, Neymar's recovering from that ACL injury. But the most important thing is that he's fired Braga into the Europa League final, and as the top scorer, by the way. And now finally clubs from the top 5 European leagues are interested in Neymar. There have been offers from clubs like Brighton, La Liga clubs like Sevilla. But nah, this is not what Neymar wants, especially in a World Cup year. He wants to make a big European move. For that though, he's gonna have to show that in the big games, in finals, he can still be decisive. This will be Neymar's first European final since back in 2020. That time, he lost the Champions League final to Bayern Munich. This time though, he's on a mission for redemption. Neymar's already on the charge and he's dazzling through, wants to get an early goal. He's showing his bit of pace, and then he cuts inside back, but it gets blocked. We saw the extra pace over there. Let's not rule out Galatasaray, boys. They're not going to be intimidated by Neymar. It's going to have to be a team performance here. Neymar's playing in all sorts of positions, moving out wide as well. Does he have the pace though? No, he doesn't. He's quicker, but not quick enough to burst through like he used to back in the day. Galatasaray though on the attack here. It's a crossing position. It's a brilliant ball, and they've taken the lead. You can see it on Neymar's face. He's fuming. It was never going to be easy for Neymar to come back to Europe. This is where he needs to show that he can compete at the highest level, and he's already broken through. Neymar with a quick comeback. No, he couldn't get the shot off. Full time, and it's another sad ending for Neymar. Is this the story football has got for him? Just constant disappointing endings? But you know what? We need to put things into perspective. Neymar's coming off an ACL injury, playing in the Saudi League. To come back to Europe, improve so much, and carry your team to the Europa League final, I think it's commendable. But the question is, do the big European clubs think that way? Because right now, officially Neymar's loan spell with Braga is done. He's going to be heading back to the Saudi League to play for Al Hilal, and they'll only be willing to sell him if there's any sort of interest. With exactly 365 days to go for the World Cup, Neymar needs to find a club where he can elevate his game and get back into the Brazilian national team. Looks like Neymar's back in the desert. Don't forget, Al Hilal still have ownership over him, and unless they're willing to sell him, no matter what interest is there from all the other clubs, he can't leave. But going back to a European club, preferably a Champions League club, that's what Neymar needs to prepare for the World Cup. And thankfully, Al Hilal are willing to sell him. That's because Neymar has been robbing them every single week. 1.5 million pounds. That was his weekly wage. I'm not surprised Al Hilal are just willing to let him go for free. And because of that, there's a ton of interest over Neymar. Especially since last season he proved all the haters, the media wrong, that he still got it. Now he couldn't go over the finish line, but he still was Europa League top scorer, carried that Braga team individually, and that's why there are offers from clubs like Spurs. But making a move to the Premier League at the age of 33, I don't think that's good for his World Cup prep. Especially since how physical the Premier League is. Neymar is guaranteed going to get injured there. Plus, in a World Cup year, playing for Spurs is probably going to give him a trophy curse. There's interest from PSG. Neymar played there before. It's an environment he knows. And look at Messi. He literally joined PSG, prepared there for the World Cup, and he actually won it. Maybe Neymar could take that route and get it done, but the way PSG disrespected him the last time he was there, shipping him off to Saudi Arabia, I'd rather not. And there is another option. It's one where Neymar's going to have to heavily sacrifice, because this club is expecting Neymar to reduce his wages by 90%. And there's only one broke club who'd expect stuff like that: Barcelona. Somehow, guys, Barcelona have put in an offer for Neymar. It seems like Robert Lewandowski has left Barca, and they're looking for an attacker to fill that void. And they can only sign a free agent, and that's kind of what Neymar is right now. So the situation is simple. Neymar's got two offers on his table: PSG or Barcelona. 365 days to the World Cup. This is going to be the last transfer Neymar makes. This is a chance for Neymar to make amends for the biggest mistake he made in his career, leaving Barca in his prime. And now he's willing to take a 90% pay cut to join them back again. And if he can win Barcelona La Liga, maybe even the Champions League, because they do have the team. And after that, there's of course the World Cup. If Neymar delivers, this could genuinely be the season he wins the Balon d'Or. But for now, this is getting a bit emotional. Neymar being unveiled as a Barcelona player once again. I don't know how he's going to get along with Hansi Flick though, because we know how strict he is. Straight away though, we've got a bit of controversy. Neymar's currently wearing the number 30 quality jersey, but come on, man. A player like him needs to be wearing one of the big kit numbers. Now, sadly, the number 11 is taken by Rafinha, and this dude is in the form of his life. We can't take his number. But what about the iconic number 10? The jersey Messi wore. Neymar was the heir apparent to Messi. Is it time for him to finally wear that? There's a new superstar at Barca, Lamine Yamal, and he was promised to wear the number 10 this season. Thankfully, though, Lamine Yamal's biggest idol is Neymar himself, so he's agreed to wear the number 19 for another season, while Neymar gets to wear the iconic number 10. Wait a minute, Neymar's gonna play striker? I know they signed him to replace Lewandowski, but I didn't expect him to play striker. I mean, Neymar doesn't have the pace anymore. He's not the most physical player. I don't know if this is gonna work. Boss, there's gotta be a mistake. You can either play me on the left or as a cam, but at striker, that's not where I play. No, there's no mistake. You'll play exactly there because I believe that's what's best for the team. Now, your role as a striker is not to be a goal poacher, but more of a false nine, a playmaker to create chances for Lamine and Rafinha. This is the way I believe to get the best out of you. Well, guys, the boss Hansi Flick has got a plan. Neymar's just gonna have to listen. He is playing in that striker role as he sets up Lamine Yamal brilliantly, but Lamine gets tackled. Throughout the game, Neymar was creating chance after chance, but for some reason, he wasn't on the same wavelength as Lamine and Rafinha. And with that, Neymar's return ends in a 0-0 draw. I mean, come on, Neymar was the best player on the pitch in 8.8 match rating, but still the media are blaming Neymar for completely messing up Barcelona's dynamics. Everybody needs to calm down. It's only been one game of Neymar playing in a completely different role. Once he adapts, I'm sure he's going to be unstoppable. Neymar's on the ball and he sees Lamine Yamal first time. That's brilliant, and Lamine does not disappoint. Oh, look at Rafinha put in the hard work. He's managed to win that ball back, and now Neymar's in the box. Can he get the finish? Of course he can. Neymar's back for Barca, and he's back scoring. It feels like he's finally integrated into this Barca team, but looks like the boss Hansi Flick was still not happy. Neymar, you've got to be giving more in training. The younger players all look up to you, and when they see you lazing around, coming late to training, it's simply unacceptable. Come on, boss, chill out. I just scored, I assisted. That's just my style. Responding like that to Hansi Flick was probably the worst thing Neymar could have done, because for the next game, he was benched. The game after, bench. Even for the third straight game, Neymar was benched. Hansi Flick has made it clear. If Neymar wants to get back to playing at Barca, he needs to stop his party lifestyle, take the club seriously, and train really hard. And you know what? Neymar knows this is his last chance at redemption. Last opportunity for being remembered as one of the greats of the game. And would you believe it? Neymar was following Hansi Flick's strict training regimen. And bro, Flick made him do all sorts of training exercises, pushing Neymar to the limit. And look at the difference this has made. Neymar's physical is up to 69. It might not seem like a big upgrade, but that should make Neymar more resilient on the pitch, help him not just get pushed off the ball, which he's gonna need if he plays in that striker role. But wait, guys, this is the big moment. Hansi Flick is announcing the lineup for the Clasico. Is Neymar in there? Yes, he is. Neymar's already disappointed Flick once. Now he's getting the chance to play. He needs to take it with both hands. The world will be watching. Neymar has to deliver. Looks like all the training has paid off. Neymar looks physically a different player. He tries to curl that and it comes off the post. Oh, but now it's Kylian Mbappe on the attack to stake and making a big save. Neymar's literally up against the best players in the world right now, Vinicius and Kylian Mbappe, but it's Neymar who is cooking, trying to get in behind, gets taken out there. Neymar is still down. It is going to be a free kick. I think Neymar has picked up a bit of a knock. It's a World Cup year. If Neymar gets injured, it could be all over. Right now, let's see if he can get this free kick up and over the wall. Neymar going for it. It's not good enough. And you can see it, boys. Neymar is feeling his left hamstring. These are the doubts everybody had, whether Neymar physically would be able to keep up in one of the world's biggest leagues. Oh, another rough foul on Neymar. What is this treatment from Real Madrid? Even after all the fouls, Neymar refuses to come off. He's now on the ball here, looking to create a chance for Rafinha. Nope. The keeper saves it, but the rebound falls for Lamine Yamal. Even with his injury and low stamina, Neymar is giving it everything here. He doesn't have the pace, but he's still gone through. Neymar with the goal in the Clasico. I don't know how he's running like that with an injury, but he's just had the moment he's been waiting for after all the bad treatment from the Madrid players. It's Neymar who gets his redemption against Real Madrid. It's full time and Barcelona have won, but Neymar is worried. Every time he gets injured, it seems to be a big one. If this injury is serious, it could really affect his World Cup chances. But okay, here's the message from the Barcelona medical team. Neymar only has suffered a knock. He should be available for the next game itself. Nah, I honestly thought Neymar was going to be out at least for a month or two, but I guess this kind of recovery for Neymar is because of Hansi Flick's intense training. And now even the fear Neymar had of getting another another career-ending injury is totally gone, and he's just getting better and better for Barcelona. And look at that, guys. Neymar's up to an 87 overall. With the fear of an injury ruining his career again gone, Neymar has just been unlocked. If he can keep growing like this before the World Cup 2026, Neymar could be in unbelievable shape for the tournament. But wait, guys, there's news out from the Brazilian media. Neymar is supposedly not even in consideration for the Brazilian World Cup squad. They believe Neymar is no longer a big game player, and they would prefer trusting Vinicius and Rodrigo to lead Brazil at the World Cup. Wait a minute, guys. What just happened? All the effort we're putting in, getting Neymar back to Europe, winning with Barcelona and everything, all that was for a chance at the World Cup to win it and get Brazil back to glory and win the Balon d'Or. But if they won't even pick Neymar, what are we going to do? And I don't think Neymar has a problem with Vinny and Rodrigo leading the team. Neymar can play at striker. He's shown that. He can be the one that links up both of them. But to not even be selected, nah, that's not going to happen. I think if Neymar can lead Barcelona to Champions League glory, Brazil will have no chance but to pick him for the World Cup. Well, it turns out that was exactly the motivation Neymar needed. He was now lighting up the Champions League, scoring or assisting in almost every game, and he was forming a really good partnership with Rafinha. Maybe that would tempt the Brazil boss to pick Neymar for the World Cup. And look at that, boys. Neymar has made the Champions League final, and of course it had to be against PSG, the club with which he lost the Champions League final back in 2020, and the club that also forced him out to Saudi Arabia. There is a bit of bad blood here. But just look at the season Neymar's had. 39 goals, which is outrageous. And he's also up to an 89 overall. But still, it looks like he's not in the plans for the Brazilian national team. I mean, he's literally the second top scorer in the Champions League. Looks like to get on the flight to the World Cup, Neymar's gonna have to win the Champions League. And he's gonna have to do it against his former club. Oh man, the last time Neymar played a European final, it was the Europa League, when Neymar couldn't get over the line. He now's got better teammates though here at Barca. He's better than ever though, in the form of his life. But it could get really emotional against his former club PSG. And as soon as Neymar gets the ball, the crowd is booing like crazy, especially all the PSG fans. Looks like they still hate him because he couldn't win the Champions League for them. And maybe the boos are getting to Neymar because he's just missed a sitter. Neymar looking for Rafinha. He set him up really nicely though. This could be a chance here for Barcelona. Rafinha with the goal. Looks like the crowd is not really affecting Neymar anymore because he set that goal up beautifully. And you bet the Brazil manager is watching this, seeing two Brazilians combine in the Champions League final. How beautiful it would be if Neymar can score against his former club. He keeps going, tries a chip. No, he bottled it. Neymar though has now started to just control the game. He knows the clock is running down. PSG are in a desperate situation. He is just walking through their defense. Still Neymar, shooting position now. Tries to get it off, and he does. Neymar with a brilliant solo goal in the Champions League final. That goal has not only got Neymar the Champions League trophy, his second ever, almost 10 years after he first won it with Barcelona. But yes, it's also got him a spot at the World Cup for Brazil. Because right after the final, Brazil announced their squad for the World Cup, and Neymar was on it. Now at 34, his last ever chance at a World Cup in the form of his life. If Neymar can guide Brazil all the way to the World Cup, he might just achieve GOAT status. Okay, I'm going through the World Cup squad for Brazil, and I don't see Rafinha. He's not on the first team, nor even on the bench. Apparently, Brazil's manager was only going to choose one player between Rafinha and Neymar. And of course, he's gone with Neymar. That is brutal. Because Neymar and Rafinha got along so well at Barca. They won the Champions League together. Rafinha did send Neymar a message. Bring it home for me, king. I mean, come on, man. Neymar has got to do it now for Rafinha. And also, Neymar is now back to playing in the cam position because the Brazil manager wants Endrick to be the star striker. In a way, that might get the best out of Neymar because as a cam, he's now 90 rated. The World Cup begins now, but it's a horrible start for Brazil. They've drawn their first 2 games. Now, Neymar did okay getting an assist, but he's yet to score at the World Cup. No way, guys. There's actually a chance Brazil will get knocked out. Wait a minute, is that Argentina in their group? How is that even possible? Okay, I think I figured out why things have gone so wrong for Brazil. Their captain, Marquinhos, has torn his hamstring, and he's out for the entire World Cup. Bro, this Brazil team is missing a leader. And in this squad, there's only one player who's worn the armband before, and that's Neymar. Is Brazil gonna make him the captain? Well, there was a vote in the dressing room, and literally everybody voted for Neymar to be the captain. Except for Vinicius, he voted for himself. With Neymar as their captain, Brazil are heading into a do-or-die match against Argentina, a super classico at the World Cup. This might legit it be the biggest game in Neymar's career? If he can deliver here, get Brazil out of the group stages, they might have what it takes to make it to the final. First chance, though, falls for Lautaro Martinez in Argentina, who's, by the way, wearing the number 10. That's right, Messi has retired, and maybe that could be an advantage for Neymar. Now, Neymar hasn't played in the camp position since his Braga days, but he has played there quite often. Neymar opening things up, and he's just scored a wonder goal in a Super Classico at the World Cup. The Argentina fans are stunned. But no, that's going to be a penalty. Neymar's going to need a bit of help from his goalkeeper. No, he's got chipped. McAllister scores Argentina a level. Neymar's World Cup dream is not going to be over like this, and he gets fouled. What is happening in this Super Classico? And there's only one man stepping up here, Neymar. Pressure penalty to survive in the World Cup. Can he actually score this? Or is Emi Martinez going to be the hero once again? Neymar is going to go left, and he's managed to put it home. It's full time, and Brazil are alive. Neymar is alive. The momentum after a monumental win like that has fired up this Brazil team as Neymar scores a ridiculous free kick to knock out Portugal. But it doesn't end there, as Neymar delivers in the semi-finals against France too. And Brazil have made the World Cup final. And no way Spain got knocked out in the semis, which basically means if Brazil can win this World Cup, Neymar has to be the Balon d'Or winner. There isn't any other option. When we sent Neymar to Braga, who would have thought that one day we would have Neymar walking out as captain in a World Cup final? This is his chance to save his legacy and become one of Brazil's all-time greats. Already Neymar's on the ball and wants to go on the run. He's holding everybody off. Neymar looking for a pass as he finds Rodrigo. Could be an early goal here. Rodrigo off the post and it in. Although it was Rodrigo who scored, Neymar was the orchestrator. So far, guys, Neymar has been by far the best player on the pitch. He keeps going. Tries a cheeky chip. It's going to take a big deflection, and Brazil are leading 2-0. Oh, the Samba in a World Cup final. Football has missed this for over 2 decades. And the goal was given to Neymar, guys. He's just scored in a World Cup final. This is what the greats of the game do. They take over moments like this. World Cup final, Italy are able to do nothing against Neymar as they resort to taking him out. Neymar looks really hurt though, but all that training from Flick, he's not going to go down so easily. Now he's already scored 1 free kick at the World Cup. Can he actually score another one? Maybe. Oh, that was so close. Neymar has done it again. His 2nd goal in a World Cup final. This is reminding me of the 2002 Brazil side who were unstoppable. That time it was R9 Ronaldo, this time Neymar Jr. This is now about Neymar's legacy. He's going on another mazy run. Still Neymar, making it look so easy. He's just scored a hat-trick in a World Cup final. The last person to do that was Kylian Mbappe, but he couldn't win the World Cup. Neymar has done that. He's just taken Brazil to World Cup glory at the age of 34. The media had written him off, but he saved his career by sheer hard work, going to Braga, grinding it out there, going to Barcelona, playing under a taskmaster like Flick. But all that hard work has come to fruition as he's lifting the World Cup trophy. Now, there's only one thing to see. The Balon d'Or ceremony. This is the moment of truth, and yes, Neymar has won it. A hat-trick in the World Cup final, taking home the trophy, winning the Champions League as well. We've done it, boys. We have saved Neymar's legacy, got him a Balon d'Or. Who knows, man? Maybe this will happen in real life too. But if you enjoyed this video, watch me try and save Ronaldo's legacy. Click here.